I bet if you were to stop and think about it, you would realize how much leadership skills you have gained outside of the workplace. Maybe it's through church or volunteer work, coaching, teaching, your friends, your family. For me, it's parenting. I have learned so much from being a parent. I've learned a lot about leadership, coaching, and teaching. I was watching a TED Talk a few years ago, and the topic was parenting the child that you have and not the one that you want. And you guys, I was convicted. I was shook because in that moment, I realized that I was impressing upon my expectations, standards onto my kids, and in some cases, setting them up for failure because I wasn't catering to their talents and their abilities or even their passion. I was just, in some cases, just nonsensically impressing upon standards that they would never live up to. And I've learned to cater to what they get excited about, to their abilities, to their own talents of who they are as a person. And that's what it takes in management. And to give you some more context, my 14-year-old daughter, she was born with an intellectual disability. Her IQ is in the 60s. She has scored in the 1 percentile of every standardized test she has taken. She's the bottom of her demographic. And even though she is 14 years old, she has maxed out at the 2nd grade level. She's homeschooled, and so we're working on a lot on life skills and really setting her up for independence. And so in that, she helps me a lot around the house and with cooking and all sorts of things. So for example, if I need my cilantro washed and trimmed, this is my girl. She's my girl because she has attention to detail and observation skills like no one else. Because of her language barriers, she has the strength in observation skills. She's had to learn verbal and non-verbal cues in a way that none of us could ever comprehend. She's had to be able to watch people and understand what's happening because she can't communicate like everybody else. And that has turned into a strength for her. So those heightened observation skills have allowed her to have this next level attention to detail where she enjoys picking every little leaf off the cilantro stem and washing it with care. And she feels fulfilled in that because she knows that she's doing a great job. She knows she's helping me. She's great at it. And she has that sense of accomplishment. Her sister, who is performing at a math level 2 grades above where she should be, is book smart, is a whiz kid. This girl is in the 99th percentile of ADD. If I asked her to wash the cilantro, I would be lucky if it made it to the sink. I mean, she has 0 attention to detail, but clearly she's excelling in other areas. And so I've learned as a parent to cater to their skills and abilities, just like we do as managers, just like we do as leaders. People learn differently, they're motivated differently, their passions are different, as they should be. We all have this God-given talents, skills, abilities, and purpose. And so as a manager, as a leader, when you're surrounding yourself with your team, you're looking at who they are as an individual, how you can empower them based on where they're at. And that is a game changer. And I'm sure you have a story too, right? Maybe it's not a parenting story, but you have a story too of how you've seen this manifest in your own life outside of the workplace. So share it. I want to hear it. Leave those in the comments below, along with your best parenting tips. Again, I'm a parent of 3 teenage girls, so bring it on. I would appreciate it. And yeah, any other comments? Let's just get the conversation started. What are your leadership tips? How have you learned them? And what has worked for you? Thanks, y'all.